Everybody, I'm Matt. This is Yako. We're out here in San Saba, Texas at the beautiful Buckhorn Ranch. Today we're talking about shooting concealed, especially shooting concealed from the appendix carry. Very popular way to carry the weapon. So we're gonna be talking about all the safety things you need to take into account and how to quickly get a draw from the appendix carry. We'll be shooting today from the Incog X holster from Safariland. Fantastic, provided to us from Safariland. We're gonna show you all the tips and tricks to get it right, get it out, get it done fast. All right, Yako's checked his weapon clear, so we're gonna do a little demonstration for you. Yako's shooting from the appendix, and obviously, when you're shooting from the appendix, the weapon's pointed at a very sensitive area, so you wanna be careful. The best way to present from the appendix is what we call the slap technique. Rather than grabbing for the bottom of his shirt, which he may miss or may foul his draw, instead, Yako with his non-firing hand is just gonna slap himself in the belly right above the diaphragm right there and bunch up as much fabric as he can. He's gonna pull hard to the central part of his chest. That exposes his weapon, and that way his strong hand can access the weapon. As he draws the weapon and points it towards his target, he releases the fabric, and that allows his hand to grip. And so it presents his support hand so that he can complete the grip and he can present the target and make his shot. So let's go over that again step by step. First, Yako sees the target. He slaps his belly just above his diaphragm, bunches up as much fabric as he can. Step 2, he yeets that thing hard up to the center of the chest. Step 3, he reaches down, sinks that thumb and secures that weapon, right? Step 4, draws the weapon and finishes the grip as he releases the fabric and presents to his target and makes his shots. All right, let's see that whole thing in action. Hey, just for style points, you wanna make sure that when you're doing this, Yako, when he goes to grab his shirt and make contact here, he's got a nice wide open hand. You see that, right? So don't try and grab it or grab it like this. Literally slap your belly with your hand open as far. That way when you grip fabric, you get as much as possible. Get a nice big grip of fabric, pull hard, exposes the weapon, gives you a nice clear shot to sink your thumb for the weapon. And that way, as soon as the weapon's clear, you match it up with your hand and complete the shot. And that's gonna take us to the second drill that we're gonna work today, and that's retention shooting from the appendix draw. So we cleared the weapon again. Now we're gonna walk through the steps here. No different than before, same steps. He's gonna get a nice fat grab of that fabric, pull it up nice and high, expose the weapon. This time when he sinks his thumb for the weapon, he's just waiting for the pistol to be clear, and as soon as it clears, it immediately goes towards the target. Now the assumption is, whoever it is that was trying to shoot him is trying to close the distance between here. And so he's gotta make shots from right here. To make this, it's important that he cants the weapon outward. That way it doesn't get fouled on his clothes or any of his equipment. And he's gonna use his thumb pointed in the direction of the target to index which way that he's shooting. You simply point the tip of your thumb towards whatever it is that you wanna shoot and begin to shoot rounds in a defensive situation, right? You're gonna continue to shoot and continue to marry up that grip until you get the full presentation and you're taking a normal isosceles position shot. So you'll shoot from retention and you might shoot a couple shots to full extension, but I always want to end up in full extension using your sights if possible, all right? But holding the weapon in retention is important because if the person advances on you, you're very vulnerable with the weapon at full extension, right? Here in retention, it's not likely that that person will get a hand on the weapon and I'll be able to defend myself. So make sure you don't hit yourself and make sure that you keep your thumb indexing towards whatever you're shooting, all right? So now Yako's gonna demonstrate, we're gonna do it, he's gonna shoot retention to full extension. You gotta train for all conditions. Now we're training in a condition where Yako's cold, and so he's wearing a jacket. This will bring us to our third drill that we're gonna shoot today. Our third drill is about shooting with an overcoat or any kind of overgarment like this. So if Yako wants to shoot with an overgarment, not much change, but he's gotta clear that overgarment to get to it. This is something you have to practice. You gotta practice for all conditions. Doesn't make sense to carry concealed in the appendix position and not be practiced in every type of clothing that you might be wearing while you're carrying. And so now he's gotta clear that overgarment. To clear the overgarment, he's simply gonna take his thumb and put it in that same spot where he would put his hand when he was pulling the shirt. He's gonna leave that thumb in contact with the body and pull it all the way around, clearing that jacket. Always remaining in contact with the body with the thumb. That frees the big hand for the big slap, just like we learned before. Clears, big slap of fabric, pulls it skyward. That now his hand that cleared the overgarment can come down, make the draw, complete the grip, and make his shots on target. And that is the draw with clearing the overgarment from the appendix. So important tip on this clearing the overgarment. Remember I said, Yako puts his thumb in contact with his body and keeps it in contact with his body all the way around. If Yako doesn't leave his thumb in contact with his body and swings it out, the overgarment will just swing back and foul the draw. So that's why it's important. It stays in contact with my body all the way around. Just rub it around your ribs to make sure that that jacket is clear. Don't throw your hand out and let the jacket flip forward and foul the draw. So the examples that we've been doing for you today, Yako's shooting a full-size pistol. That's a full-size P320 with the mag caddy in that Incog X. It's a full-size pistol. You're able to conceal it. You're able to manipulate it. All that can be done. He's a full-size guy, but you don't see it. He's not telegraphing. You can do it. Later on, you might graduate to a concealed pistol setup like this, the Palmetto State Micro Dagger. It's a fantastic pistol system too. Different grip, different holster, different feel, requires different practice. So remember, you're gonna have to practice with every weapon system that you want to carry like this, but practice, practice, practice. So again, work on the slap technique, work on retention shooting, and then work on clearing that overgarment. Those are the keys to shooting appendix successfully and being able to defend yourself. Thanks for checking us out in these videos. Like and subscribe if you like them. It helps us continue to make these. Remember to train, train, train. Come visit the folks at Buckhorn out in San Saba, Texas. Trust me, you'll love it. It's a great place to get away for hunting trips and vacations, man. Come check them out. Thanks again to Safariland for providing us the Incog X. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you think we forgot something or you want us to add something or there's something you want to see, throw it down there in the comments. We'll do our best to provide those videos for you. Come check us out at Sheepdog Response, our YouTube channel. If you want to train these skills live, come check us out at the Advanced Pistol course. Me and Yako will be there training. That's at sheepdogresponse.com.